Welcome to Yerba Talks.
Welcome to the Aftershow. I am Max. This is Kat, also known as El Gato. And today we have a debate between the one, the only William, and the also one and only Iron Horse or Tin Pony or many of the names he has all over the internet. And we already have Jim Daniels with 20 Shadowmatic Talks memberships. Wait, why didn't it play? No! There we go. And they went to... Give me 1 second. Silent Dave, The Elgis, Geek Gee, Roger That, Diver Dan, Navy Vet, Tay, Red, Pulse Heart Attack Support. Oh boy. Philip Havel, Christian Hoge, Urtica, Merv, Grave Runner, Goran Anderson, Janusz Takax, Helgi, Basket Case, Caspere, It's Razor Sharp Baby, Neil the Strange, Seafarer, ADE, and that is all. Thank you so much, Jim Daniels, for that. All right. Yes, we are at 1,050 subs. So the family is growing. Let me get the link over to you peeps. And we'll pin that to the top of the side chat. And we'll be off to the races. For Will's opening, we happen to have seen the very same presentation. It was the same one he used with Witsit, and I know that Witsit got the PTSD from that for sure. Sorry. And yeah, Witsit, hello, we miss you. Oh. Pablo for 750 Uruguayan pesos says, hey comrades, drop a like, mamaderas. Oh, look, awesome. Look who we have here. Will, hello, welcome.
Howdy.
I don't know if you remember me, but we used to do the after shows on another channel.
Oh, stop it. I remember everything about you guys. You guys were the best.
Thank you. But yes, we used to do that on another channel. Yeah. Funnily enough, not too long ago, we actually did a blast from the past review of your debate with Witsit, which was fantastic.
No way. Yes. Is it on it's on the channel?
It's on here, yes.
Oh wow. I'm gonna go watch that.
It was Witsit cried so much.
Yeah, I was so afraid that you guys were gone, and then just today I was looking up stuff about Iron Horse, and then I saw your after show thing getting ready. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy they're back, because you guys actually give feedback on the debates, and that's the most important part. So yeah, I appreciate you guys so much.
Love that. Earthly Skeptic says, hey William, didn't watch this one, but have been a big fan of yours since you trounced Witsit. Yes, we all remember that. Witsit obviously also remembers that.
You guys are the best.
And welcome, Eric. I saw you there having some.
I decided to join this one just because I am very drunk from watching the Indiana versus Oregon game, and college football playoffs. It was tonight, semifinals.
Nice.
Indiana destroyed Oregon, so I was bootlegging the game and got an error at one point, so I decided to join the stream. And there were many flurfs in the chat that were pissing me off, so I decided to join the after show.
There were many in the chat doing their usual antics.
Many of them saying that they were beating me in debates in the chat, and I'm just like, guys, I've had like 9 beers tonight. I can't debate right now.
Yes.
I am literally an astronomer. I have a fucking master's degree in the field, but I have had 9 beers, so bear with me.
Today, our everyone's favorite section of the after show comes back, and today we have the triumphant return of the dumbest comment of the debate. I have some golden comments. So let's start with Will's opening. I had it fresh in my mind because it's the same presentation that you use with Widget. I think it tackles all of the important points. I have one suggestion, maybe like a little improvement.
Please.
I have this picture here. It's from hurricanes. And I think this one, like, really, this really illustrates the point that you made. You explained it very well, but I think that this visual aid, for example, when it comes to, this is from NOAA, 200 years of hurricane paths, all added up. I think that maybe something visual like this will help drive that point home.
So I don't know if you, that was actually on my presentation.
Really? I must have missed it. I am almost blind though.
No, it's all good. I literally put that picture on the one where I talk about Coriolis effect and hurricanes turning opposite directions. I have that on my presentation because one of the points I was making was those hurricanes would never pass over the equator if we were on a globe because they would dissipate and turn the other way. And surprise, surprise, they have never passed over the globe in the last 100 years. And the data was I had a little snapshot. It was in the corner, so it's not as big as the other pictures. So maybe I should improve the size of it, if anything.
Maybe, yeah, because I missed it. And maybe it's because I was somewhat distracted or something. But in my head, it wasn't. I didn't see it. Kat, what the fuck are you doing?
But that picture was not in my original debate with Witsit.
Right.
I actually added it this time because I thought I had the same idea as you. I was like, that is so good, and it wasn't in my old one. Now it's on the new one because it was so good. So you're so right.
If it goes off of what everyone in the chat was saying, it was basically he would have just went nuh-uh.
Yeah, I almost think I like debating Witsit more than Iron Horse.
Yes,
because Witsit is actually like he can hold some kind of logical consistency, and like there's a challenge. I feel like the Iron Horse is like, I don't even know what I'm doing. What is this? This is like,
it's like speaking to a crazy person.
It really is like I can't. There's no ability to have consistency about any of this. So why is this like? There's no argument even to be made. Like on its face, it's clear that you're not really having any cohesion of your argument. So what is this?
And nothing is tested. No math, no experiments, no observations,
no geometry.
Nothing. Iron Horse is
Pablo. Yes, Pablo 73. Yes, I mean pretty much rugby. American rugby is what it should be called. Yes.
No, actually, it should be called hand egg.
Hand egg or American rugby, either one.
That's a perfect way to describe that. But
yes, I've been a fan of American football since I was like 3 years old. So.
Yeah, they indoctrinate them since they're
very much so. Yes.
Yes. Pablo for 750 euro, a peso says, Eric Burns, football. Do you mean that sport where they play with a ball that isn't a ball and they hold it with their hand? Yes. All right. Eric, thoughts on Will's opening?
I did not see the opening because I was watching the game that I was watching. So,
All right, no problem.
So I only saw about like the last half to last third, depending on how long it was. Because I came in late because the game that I was watching, I was definitely totally not pirating the game and watching it for free. And
you don't confess to crimes on the internet.
Oh yeah, totally wasn't doing that, and totally didn't have a problem with the internet connection. And so then went over to YouTube and saw that this was on, and was like, oh boy.
William, let me ask you this. I usually ask when we have any of the debaters here if they believe they accomplished what they set out to do with their opening. And then I also wanted to ask you why, given that we are like 1 year from TFE, why nothing about TFE? Those two questions.
That's a good question. So the I definitely think I was able to accomplish what I wanted in the debate, and there are some small differences from the Witsit presentation I made, especially in the very last slide where I talk about why Flat Earth is here. I changed that to hopefully be a little bit more clear of like talking about hyper skepticism and misinformation spreading, and I hope that can connect with some people and like say they can say, oh, it's just kind of always been a problem. It's not a new thing. Flat Earth isn't new. It's just always the way it's been. So I changed this to hopefully be a little bit even more effective than before. And as for the FTFE, or the
TFE,
the TFE,
yes,
that's a good question. The thing, okay, I really don't like talking because I listened to a couple Iron Horse debates before this to just try to get an idea, and Iron Horse's ability to be confused about the geometry of perspective will have no limitation, and
that's true. Yeah,
he can talk himself into any. There's no way you can try to argue what you see in the sky should be X, and
that's true.
Because he had this giant explanation of a crystal. I don't know if you saw the one with
yes, the facets. I remember
the facets, and is a crystal, and I'm like, I can't, like, a crystal is complicated. So to say like, oh, a crystal answers the problem is like, well, I can't really argue against that, to be honest with you. It's like, how am I supposed to argue against a crystal? Like, it's not a crystal. I don't know. So to get into the perspective of the sun and where it is in the sky, I would kind of rather just avoid those kind of conversations, to avoid the crystal. It's just, it wouldn't get anywhere.
It makes sense. It makes sense as a strategy for the debate. It makes sense because, I mean, he doesn't understand that his example is stupid because he's using solid crystals, and he claims that the dome is not solid, that is hollow. So he debunks himself with his experiment, but with his thought experiment or whatever nonsense idea he has.
Yeah, no, I think it was about a kaleidoscope, and like in a kaleidoscope you can see multiple different pictures on different locations. So I think he's saying, oh, that's why you can see the Southern Cross in different locations in the South Pole, because a kaleidoscope shows the same picture in multiple different locations around the exterior of a circle. So that's why you would see that repeatedly. And it's like, I see there's a little logic there. And honestly, I don't even want to try to entertain that. Because
the thing is, we can't see the Southern Cross from the United States, so
that's true. Well, I mean, it didn't stop Iron Horse from appealing to somehow Polaris, and every time he brought it up, it's like he doesn't see it.
Yeah,
like, what is he even doing?
Iron Horse, who is literally in the chat right now, you literally can't even see Polaris from your point of view.
Neither can I. Gee,
yeah,
I
exactly.
wonder why. Iron says it's frozen hydrogen holding up an inverted ocean of superfluid helium.
Yeah.
Shout out to Slow Hanby or to Forrest Hanby with his salad bowl model. Oh, we miss him so dearly.
Yeah, Iron Horse. The North Star is about 62 degrees above my position in the north right now. But you can't see it at all, and neither can Max. Why is that?
Gee, I wonder why. All right. Then we got Iron Horse's opening, of course, improvised. Nothing to write home about. The same derp he spouted on the previous debate. You're an embarrassment, Iron Horse, to debating. Like seriously, I thought that you had changed with now the short hair and the trimmed beard. I thought that you were now a serious person and not just the same mess that you have always been. Not even an opening. I'm disappointed, Iron Horse. Extremely.
For Iron Horse's question, have you seen France? Yes, I've literally been to Paris before myself. So yes, I have.
Why does he not call in if he's right there? Why is he
not sure.
Call in, Iron Horse.
I suspect he's scared.
Well, then we'll stop chatting if you're scared, Iron Horse. Get on here.
Eric, you didn't see the opening.
No, I did not see the opening.
Brenda, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
I like the picture.
Right. Thoughts on Iron Horse's opening, Brenda?
I saw the modern day debate was live. I clicked it, and then I clicked away because I don't pay attention to fans of the Mustache Man. Iron Horse should never be platformed by anybody. Modern day debate should have their channel removed just for platforming him. It's an absolutely James has shown absolutely zero judgment. I really, really don't like him anymore.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to ask James why he's bringing back Flat Earth debates. I wonder if it's going to be a whole new.
My guess is bringing back Flat Earth just because it brings the views. So
because I'll go on record, I didn't ask to be on the debate. He reached out to me about the Flat Earth thing, so he wanted to have a Flat Earth debate. So I wonder if he's like,
and so far, I mean, the only ones that will take is Iron Horse and Matthew Hakim. Maybe people are not debating. So
James has shown very poor judgment, and has not supported people. There are people, for instance, that will never go back on modern day debates again and debate because of the abuse that they're subjected to, and the fact that James will not moderate these things because all he gives a damn about is whether or not he gets like $5 or $10 for some goddamn charity. He couldn't care less about anything else. I hate this man. He's horrible. Right. I really do. No, I really do. He has had people on who have been extremely abusive, and then he does nothing about it.
It's because they call it blood sports. That's blood sports, man.
Yeah. That's not a debate. It's just a clown show. Yep. That's all it is. It's a clown show.
100%.
Oh, I'm just getting really upset.
Okay. All right. Iron Horse. Hold on, because this is golden. After Brenda said what she said, Iron Horse went, here we go. Hate speech at its finest.
Oh, boo.
Isn't that adorable? Dr. J, I see you're comfy sitting now. Are you settled?
I found my next recliner. You know, it's the recliner to recliner. That's just how I roll.
All right. Did you catch the debate?
I did not. I just got home. Saw you guys on, so I thought I'd say hi. So I'll jump in and say something from time to time, but I'm not going to have any solid debate review. My recollection of Iron Horse debates isn't super positive, so I'm guessing it was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, you would be right. Yes. All right. We have Robert Silverman. Give us some thoughts on Iron Horse's opening, please.
Max, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm doing awesome.
I did watch the debate. I thought Will's opening was unbelievably perfect. That's any of those comments is all you need to destroy Flat Earth, and no Flat Earther could ever respond to any of them. And I also thought it was particularly interesting when Will was talking about the Newton's laws and the equations, and Iron Horse is like, well, I don't need to know an equation because I just know it's buoyant and there's no equation necessary. And it just goes to show the level of these Flat Earthers. It's stupidity. It's almost like you're talking to like somebody that has like an IQ of 30. It's just unbelievable. But I thought Will did a great job, and it was a great debate.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Robert.
All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Some of the dumbest comments the comments said today. 1 second. What
Whoa,
day
is this a new thing?
Yes, it's a new thing.
What? This is awesome.
Yes. I screenshot comments made but like live in the live chat. And we then vote for the dumbest comment of the debate. And Matthew Hakim is the only person who has won 7 times in a row. So here we go. Here we go. Chris Thompson, stars formed by sound cavitation inside the superfluid or dark matter sonoluminescence. Wacky. Globosexual hasn't given any proof of a round spinning wobbling ball. G-shell. Dark Cloud. The Earth is flat. When you're a person that believes in dinosaurs, moon landings, the Earth being a globe, it tells me you will believe anything they tell you. These people are sheep. 8989. RT science is magic for dumb people. I guess.
That's actually kind of true. I agree. I think that's kind of a fact.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole space of NASA is fake. From Kubrick, the head of NASA was SS officer that ran to America in Operation Paperclip. The Earth is not a globe. Game over. Game over. Oh, Dick Wayne.
Oh, Dick Wayne.
Mass attracting mass is the dumbest theory ever written down. Sorry, just dumb. Okay. Oh, there. This is a good runner-up. It really exposes how stupid those who defend the globe lie are when they cannot think outside the box. They've been giving things fall, so it must be gravity. Insightful. William's argumentation uses spherical language and is therefore worthless.
Spherical language.
Sorry, William.
Oh, no.
Spherical language.
Yeah, I mean,
I shouldn't have done that.
no
Someone never learned what polar coordinates were.
Yeah.
no such thing as a vacuum. The moon is holographic. The moon is a cold plasma mirror. The modern day debate was too scared to air more flat earth debates. Good to see them back. People have been programmed by NASA. Alex Hales, candles for Assange. Oh boy, that is an old issue at this point. How old is that? Like 10 years old? Foucault's pendulum is summoning demons. This is apparently something that Iron Horse said at some point.
Yeah, I remember that.
Unbelievable.
God.
Anyone want to debate in person? That says this guy. One more easy win for flat earthers. Nikos Katsilas. The Earth electric gradient above the surface. Game setup match. It's flat. I guess. I don't believe your senses. Just trust these guys in lab coats. The Bible says the Earth is flat. Globe tardy is satanic. Peer review is when you don't pay to get into a strip club and just find a crack.
That's funny.
This guy was losing it with the invitations. Glovers literally believe that people are upside down relative to their position on their magic space ball, which is funny when you have someone in the US and someone in Australia, because that is almost
They're upside down
antipodal.
from each other.
Yeah. Globe Earth is outdated. Flat Earth is the new wave. And then I think these are the final ones. Most people are sheep and don't really think about why they believe what they believe, because if they did, they would see how ridiculous their beliefs are. And water always seeks its level, not curve. Lazy Grovers with their water sticking to the outside of a ball. All right, dumbest of the. I'm voting for Oder, this last guy.
That has to be, yeah.
I think either the last guy or the very first one, or the very first one you showed, I think would be my favorite.
All right. Let me.
And the
see
people
what
with the
name-
upside down to each other too. That's another dumb thing they say.
That is super dumb. The first one was Chris Thompson telling us all about how stars are formed. William?
Yeah, as an astronomer, I was laughing very hard in my head at that when he showed that.
Oh yeah, the okay, that I really a statement like that, I starting to question if they're just trolling, because it just seems like you're trying to say just random words. It doesn't sound like you really think that. You're just trying to say crazy things on purpose. So
At this point, I just can't tell if someone's trolling or not. Like how flat earthers are.
It's hard.
And I've come to learn, like, lots of flat earthers online are not a lot of them are trolls. They don't really think the earth is flat. I've tried to recruit people to debate me about flat earth, and it's hard because I join flat earth groups and I'm like, hey, who can debate me? And everyone's like, no, I'm not going to debate. I'm like, wait, what? I thought you guys believe this. And like, I mean, not really. I'm like, oh, you don't even believe it.
Well,
I mean,
since the final experiment, it's been very hard to get flat Earth debates. I tried to ask James to set up one with me and Matthew Hakim, and he said I'd rather it be 2v2, but he couldn't get any other flat earther to partner up with Matthew.
Yeah, where's all the flat earthers at? Come on.
No, TFE just threw a grenade in the flat Earth.
Yeah.
All right.
Every flat earther was just like, oh, well, let's go to Antarctica and actually show. Okay, well, someone actually paid to have Flurfs go to Antarctica, and now they're just like, well, never mind.
It never mattered.
Yeah.
Nick N says, for $5 Canadian, as a former toddler, I can understand how Iron Horse has a hard time understanding basic physics and geometry. Oh my.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Open discussion. How do you feel that went? You have a very particular style, which I love, which is getting those concessions for nonsense and then moving on, and they're left like they don't really know what hit them. I remember you very distinctively did that to Witsit, and it was just glorious.
Yeah, I mean, once you hit that wall where they say something that is so outlandish that it's like, it's not that I don't want to continue the conversation, is that I can't go further than you saying something like perspective has nothing to do with geometry. I don't know how to go further into that, because that's just like the most incredible thing that I can't. Like, does 1 + 1 = 2? No. It's like, well, I can't tell you why 1 + 1 = 2. It kind of just is that way.
It does.
Yeah. So yeah, I love it when that happens though, because I feel like I hit the limit, and if people can see me hitting the limit, then I would hope that they can see that the limit has been hit and they can understand what I'm dealing with here.
Right, or that it's an irrational position.
Yeah, that there's a bad argument being made on the other side. I would hope they would see that.
Yeah.
I did try to start that whole thing with the Newton's laws and trying to talk about how F = ma, and if this ball is sitting here and there's an upward force against the table and the downward force of the ball, what is that downward force? But he wouldn't even entertain the idea of an upward force and a downward force, even though that's the Newton's laws. That's the reason why I brought up the Newton's laws, is there's a equal and opposite reaction there.
And I think
wait, Max, are you trying to not show your screen here?
And
Yes.
one thing I want to say that Will did a great job is because he was trying to say the upward force from the table, and he said, well, if you're holding a weight in your hand, you got to exert a force. So I think that really got him there, because he was trying to deny that upward force, and he goes, well, the table doesn't have muscles. You know,
oh my God, it's like, yeah, it's like, how can I go with this?
Oh my God.
I'm talking to someone who didn't go through elementary school. I mean,
how do you can't combat this stuff because they're so stupid.
I'm almost starting to doubt his authenticity. Like, I almost am like, you don't believe this.
I will say it is very sad how little physics people learn today, because right now, I'm a high school teacher in Florida. In Florida, the only science that is required is biology. So a lot of students will go through all of high school without ever taking a physics class and without ever learning the whole upward force thing when something's just sitting on a table. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me, guys?
I went to high school in a third world country, and with an incline ramp and some toy carts, we calculated very close the G acceleration.
That's definitely one that you do in physics class. But the thing is that physics is not a required science in every state in the United States.
And my ultimate goal, I mean, I was trying to do this, but I don't think I've perfected it yet, or I don't know how close I'm getting, but I want to almost give a like entire physics 101 where I'm like deriving little g in the debate with him. Because if I could do that, then how could you not understand it's there? And that's what I was trying to get across. Is like, okay, there's an upward force. It's the normal force, and how do we know what that is? It's ma, and what's ma? It's mass times
Acceleration.
We have an
gravitational
example.
acceleration. So
We have an example of someone trying to bring on the math to a flat Earth debate, and it didn't go really well. So hold on, give me 1 second. Let me show you.
I mean, math is ma even math. It's two numbers multiplied by each other. It's like that is.
To people that are that dumb that they believe the Earth is flat, yes, it is math.
If it's too
Yeah.
complicated, then yeah, that's what is this?
You did math and you could pass the
Oh, I
check.
love this guy.
Oh, this one.
Tell me, how would you integrate this?
I love this guy.
Integrate this.
No, dude, Ryan, why are you not moderating? You said that this
So
is
good.
intentionally avoid.
So
Ryan!
amazing.
Ryan!
He did so good. I watched that whole debate and it was glorious.
That was such a good video.
Yeah. I messaged him after and we had a good back and forth about bonding over dunking on Witsit.
Crashing with it, yes.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, I have one more question for you, Will,
Mhm.
before we hand it over to the rest to give their thoughts on the open discussion. There's one of our audience members, Sunflower, wanted to ask you because he seems to think that in an after show you said that it was okay to lie to flat earthers. Do you remember that? Because I don't remember that. I think Sunflower is misremembering stuff.
I think I remember a very complicated conversation where that was part of it, and I don't remember why I may or may not have said that. I don't remember. I think I may have, but I don't remember why. So I guess we shouldn't do that.
All right, there you go, Sunflower.
Yeah, if you can tell me the context, maybe I can make the argument again. But I don't
No,
remember.
he doesn't really remember the thing because
Yeah.
he's been on here. We did
The video's gone now, so I can't even go look.
Yeah, the
Ah.
channel is no more.
I'm so bummed about that. Yeah, I saw that was crazy, but
Mm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
really I saved
was-
that video and I went and looked for it one day and I was like, wait, where's the video? No, it's gone.
Yes, some stuff happened with the previous owner, and
I heard. I saw your video. about that.
unfortunate. All right, Dr. J. No, didn't watch the debate. Eric, thoughts on the open discussion portion of the debate?
I thought it was definitely interesting that Iron Horse was pretty much just saying "nuh-uh" for everything. So
Yeah, the power of nah is strong with this
Yeah.
one.
and just how many flat earthers in the chat. I think a lot of them were trolls, but some of them were actually flat earthers trying to comment with me. And while I was just many beers deep already from the football game, and it was just like, guys, I'm destroying you while I am drunk right now, and I'm not going to keep going on.
Yeah, Dick Wayne, I don't know how he doesn't have shame in speaking to me because he talks back to me and he lost a debate with me drunk. Like, dude, you'll never get that chance again. I don't drink. That was it. You didn't beat me. It's over. Sorry. Robert, thoughts
Yes,
on
Max.
the open discussion?
I mean, it's just the typical any debate with the flat earther. They deny everything. Nothing they say makes sense. I've asked many flat earthers before. I go, if you went to space and we're in the space station orbiting the Earth, would you think it's round? They say no. So it's just typical with flat earthers. You could give them like Will did, like the most basic things. You could show them and tell them, and no matter what you say to them, it's the same thing always. Like this Iron Horse. It's almost like you want to reach through and punch the guy in the nose. Say, wake up, you idiot! And it's just typical. Every flat Earth debate I've ever seen or participated in, you no matter what you say and how obvious it is that the Earth is a globe, they'll just never, ever, ever agree to anything. No matter what you say, they'll start saying things like, "Well, we don't know what the stars are. They're lights in the sky, or the moon. The moon has its own light. We don't understand what it is, but it's up there. But we don't know why it does what it does." And no matter what you say, it's impossible to get a point across with them. And I think that's the problem with the flat earthers is that they're not debating in good conscience. They're debating just to be assholes.
Yeah, and today Iron Horse just started talking and said a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite word salad moment from tonight, Will?
My God, I'll never.
So many of them.
I remember one that comes to mind is when I was asking about the Coriolis effect, and he has this thought in his mind that the sun is moving through some kind of fluid, and that the movement of the sun is causing a turbulent, rotating motion in whatever fluid he thinks causes hurricanes, and that's why hurricanes go in two different rotating directions. And I was just like, that I almost see some kind of logical connection, but you are just, it's just so beyond any kind of help. I can't help with that.
I don't remember, Will, but did it get into the part where you were talking about how the stars always stay in the same position? Did that? I forgot if that came out in the open discussion, but that's another thing that he said in his opening where, well, it doesn't make sense that the stars never move and we're moving 1 million miles a day. I don't remember if that came up in open discussion or not, but it's something that they all say.
Yeah, he did say that, and that's just, it's just, and his argument against something like that is just, it shouldn't move. But then if you say, okay, well, assume my model, tell me how far it should move, tell me how wrong I am. But it's,
Well,
of course, it's, well, no, I can't.
The thing is that we can tell that stars do move because we update the catalog of stars' positions every 50 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it moves, so it doesn't
look like it much because it's on the order of like arc seconds. But
yeah, but for them that means it doesn't move at all, which is and again that's why I kept on kind of bringing up, like, if you're not going to do the math, you might as well just not even participate. If you're really wanting to have a scientific discussion, if you're going to ignore any mathematical concepts about these hard, if you're going to only trust your instincts, then you're not participating in science. Science is basically all about challenging your instincts. Yeah. So if you're only going to embrace your instincts and nothing beyond that, that is basically the opposite of science. Right. So, but that's all their arguments are, is just like, it's too fast. You wouldn't be able to do it too fast. And like, how fast is too fast? What would be a good speed? It's like, oh, stop it. A gajillion miles an hour, that's too fast.
Faster than sound.
Yeah, faster than sound. If it's faster than sound, then you could never do it. Like, okay.
Wait, Iron Horse says I sat for 10 minutes. Did you come on when I was reading the comments and you couldn't just wait?
You're scared of him, Max.
the section was over. I'm not. I'm not scared.
Max or Iron Horse, come back on right now. Max is reading your stuff.
What are you What are you talking about? My problem is that he says stuff like the moon is its own light, and with a simple telescope you can fucking see that a light has shadows on the light, which is not very lighty of it, I must say. And
that's just to me.
Yeah, well, then they say we don't know what the moon is. They just we don't know.
Here, Iron Horse. Wow. If you think that astronomy and stuff is fake, well, then how do you explain the fact that I was using my own personal telescope the other day to look at galaxies that are 300 million light years away and have a good picture of them and can post it right now in any chat that I need to?
I got you.
And if you really think it's fake, Iron Horse, how about you do it? How about do it and try and see if
the holographic plasma projection that's why it looks so close. Well, it doesn't look close. It's 300 million light years. That not that one. Here, let me here, Max. I'll send you a picture of the one that I'm talking about.
Okay, so these are some that I have.
Those are a couple nebula. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of the one that I was taking the other night.
Yep. Sometimes Eric
Beautiful.
tells me I'm listening to the live stream with my telescope in the balcony, and then he sends me the pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what else did he say? Another thing. He said like he called them saddleloons, like they just hover up there.
Yes.
What keeps them up there?
He did say that he was with satelloons you could get somehow geostationary satellite.
It's just a balloon. It's just holding up all the
It's like-
equipment up there.
He's like, it makes much more sense when the Earth is flat. That's how satellites work. It doesn't make any sense that they're free falling around the Earth. They don't understand it, but it makes so much sense of just sitting up there hovering forever. So stupid. Oh, here's Iron Horse.
There you are.
All right, there we go.
Finally,
Max, I sent you the picture of what I was looking at the other night.
this will be interesting.
Cool. All right.
Damn.
What? Oh, wow.
YouTube.
Beautiful.
Yep, that is ARP 273. Two interacting galaxies that are 300 million light years away.
And this is with your own telescope?
Yep, personal telescope, a C-Star S50 smart telescope. As the editing did not come out as good as I wanted because the S50 has a very wide field of view, while these are very tiny because they are 300 million light years away.
Is that an expensive telescope?
About $500, which is
Oh, it's not bad.
pretty cheap for astronomy.
do that?
The upgrade that I want to get, which is like the next highest thing that I could get, and the next cheapest thing I could get, about $3,000. So
Hey,
boy.
but for
Horse.
$500, that's
For
unbelievable what you just did.
yeah, $500. The S50 is honestly really good. Like if you're looking to get into like astrophotography, like beginner astrophotography, it's really fucking good.
Iron Horse, for $500, you can prove that all this stuff is fake. You can prove all those galaxies are fake. Just buy one of those telescopes and just look through it for a second.
Well, my question
S50
is, I don't know if am I on?
Yeah, you're here.
My question is, okay, so how do you know how many light years these things are away? How did you measure it? And are you just resting on somebody else's assumptions?
There's something called something. So the way that we can get the distance to galaxies, there's something known as the cosmic distance ladder. So with galaxies, there are two specific ways you can do it. One with the standard candle of a certain type of star that is a variable star. And if you can determine a couple stars in that galaxy that are that type of variable star, you can use that as the cosmic distance ladder. Or you can use the redshift of that galaxy to determine the distance away from it from Hubble's law. So two different ways you can do it for galaxies.
Okay, I'm sure that meant something to you, but I'd actually like to know the actual
Correct me if
Look
I'm
up
wrong.
the cosmic distance ladder.
Eric, correct me if I'm wrong if I describe it any other way.
I want to know, hang on a second.
Brightness.
It's just brightness is the important part. Yes,
it's really bright. It's closer. If it's less bright, it's further away. Like that's
pretty much, yeah.
That's
the easiest way to do it. But to get the specific distance, you have to know if it's a like standard candle or not. So that's where the cosmic.
Okay, so what about just in your own house, in your own street, and you've got a frosted glass window in your front door or something, and somebody walks past with a little pen light, and you see a light passing through it, and then a car 500 meters down the road does a turnaround and its lights pass across the screen, the glass, frosted glass, and it looks exactly the same size. How are you actually going to know based on the brightness of which distance?
Well, the thing is that
when one of them was far brighter but further away.
A car passing by versus someone with a flashlight is not the same as standard candles. So standard candles are called standard candles because they are the same brightness no matter what every single time. If you go based off of their absolute magnitude, but their apparent magnitude is always going to be different because they're at different distances away. So for the best example for something of a standard candle that will always have the exact same brightness every single time is a type 1a supernova, which is when a white dwarf star goes supernova, because it always goes supernova with the exact same mass. And when it goes supernova with the exact same mass, it will always have the exact same brightness for its absolute magnitude. And when you're observing it from wherever your position is on the Earth, looking out at a galaxy, then you can calculate the apparent magnitude, because its apparent magnitude is how bright it looks from your position. And we already know what its absolute magnitude is going to be. And if you have the apparent magnitude and absolute magnitude, you can calculate the distance. Done.
Sounds like a heck of a lot of guesswork to me, if you ask me.
It's not a lot of guesswork.
Part of that
It's a
was
lot of
guesswork.
things that have. It's a lot of things that have
Because what I'm
lots
trying
and lots
to
of
say is
data
that the
to
light itself
go with
doesn't
it.
exist.
What part of
The
what
light
he said
itself
was
doesn't
guesswork?
exist until it hits the,
Iron Horse,
until
what
it
did he
hits the
say?
frosted
That was
glass
guessing.
screen in front of you.
And Ironwork, I'm saying,
As I'm
all
saying,
of this,
the light
I'm doing,
itself doesn't
I'm
exist
beating you
until
at all
it
of this
goes
when
to
I'm
the
multiple beers
glass.
deep right now.
Iron Horse, why did you talk so much about
Don't ask
Polaris
me a
when
question.
you can't see Polaris?
Why do people keep asking me questions and not letting me answer them when I talk over them? When I'm
Go
trying to
ahead, answer.
What is going on here? I was trying to answer and saying that the light itself doesn't exist through the eye of the viewer until it passes through the frosted glass.
Sure,
And so the
that's
same
why.
example
Yeah.
exists with the light that we are
Yeah,
seeing
this
looking up
idiot
through the
thinks that
universe.
it's
is that
the
we
it's
don't
the
see them.
atmosphere.
Okay, Iron Horse.
We don't.
We
see
don't
them
look through
until
frosted.
they
We don't.
hit something
We don't.
tangible like the atmosphere itself.
Okay, Iron
We
Horse.
do.
Hang on a
That's what
second.
the atmosphere
Hang on.
is.
Hang on a second. Hang on a
That's why
second.
it's dark at night.
Hang on a second.
Complete
We
dumbass.
don't look through frosted glass when we look through telescopes.
We may as well be though. That's the whole point of
No.
what I'm trying to tell you.
No.
Is that the whole
Not
reason
even
why the
close.
sky is blue during the day and why it's dark at
No.
night
It's
Okay,
not.
what about
because
space
the
telescopes?
atmosphere acts like the frosted glass screen through which we see the lights.
No.
What
not
about
even
space
close.
telescopes like the James Webb and the Hubble telescope?
They're not in
Or the
space.
Chandra X-ray Observatory, or
Nothing physical goes on.
Or if you put your telescope inside on the inside of a chimney and you look up, you can see the night sky during the day.
Wait, Iron Horse, what if I told you that there is some truth that when you look at stars through our own atmosphere, there is an effect our atmosphere has on the light of that star, and we know that that is true, and we compensate for it when we do all these calculations? What if I said that? Does that fix the problem?
And there's Max.
Well, we lost him.
Oh,
He just
damn.
died.
We lost him.
I just blew his mind.
Yeah. He derped out so much. He said he uses satellite internet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
I-
what's interesting.
Eric,
They use the technology that they deny exists.
but Eric,
It's
correct me if I'm wrong. They do have to compensate for our own atmospheric effects when looking at things through our own atmosphere,
if you're using a ground-based telescope, you
Yeah.
do have to calculate for refraction a little bit. It's not much depending on where you're looking. Like if you're looking towards the horizon, it's quite a bit you have to calculate. But if it's more like straight overhead, it's not as much.
Well, it's refraction and also the color, like the light. Yeah, that'll change too, right?
Yeah, that changes a bit. That's why space telescopes are more preferred and why they're very hard to get time on. Like the James Webb Telescope, I'm pretty sure that the like this year's a round of like stuff that they had to go through to pick like which ones to use for like where they're going to point the James Webb Telescope. I'm pretty sure it was a 5-to-1 ratio for amount of things submitted versus how much time they actually have.
He said, "Thanks for booting him, Max."
Oh my!
God.
No one boot. You can watch the thing. I was looking at this, and when I look at this, I'm watching something else.
Wasn't there another person on two that also left at the same time?
Yeah, that was Dr. J.
That was
He
Brenda.
just came in
But it
to
looked-
say hi.
But it looked like they both left at the exact same time. Am I?
I think I am going to
No,
head
no.
out myself right now because it is 12:30 for me. So
You got it. Max for $6.98 Singaporean says, somehow I know for sure this man doesn't wash his butt.
Well, I don't know what would give you that idea. But,
Another thing he said that they say, he's like, if you turn one way, the rotation will be
Oh.
one way, and if you face the other way, it causes the rotation to switch. Like this is common Flurf stuff. He said the same thing, Iron Horse. If he was trying to explain the rotations in the sky, and he's like, well, if you turn directions depending on which way you're facing, that explains it. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing. It's
Yeah.
just crazy.
And I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys get a sense that Iron Horse was getting a little bit flustered, like almost angry at certain points especially when I was bringing up, like, I kept on trying to say, and I almost wonder if I was being mean about it. I was like, why is every scientific advancement and technological advancement done by a non-flat earther, and never has one been done by a flat earther? I felt like he was starting to get angry when I was like,
well, he doesn't have a response to that.
Yeah, he didn't have a response, and he was like, so, look, you guys always just insult us, and you never respect us, and
Wait,
no wonder we don't help you guys.
Hold on, because I made a comment on here when he said that, because he said these fucking globetards or some shit like that, they are always constantly insulting us, and aren't we so disgraced that they insult us? And
he was so mad his screen turned pink.
Yes, same as the pink eye view the Streep gave me. They're afraid of the truth. And StreamYard might have booted me, or you have shit internet. I mean, I live in a third world country and I never disconnect.
It's the Sataloon internet he uses.
Try to connect back, Iron Horse, and if Max was so afraid of you, why is he showing your comments?
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome back. You were in the middle of a sentence. And I want to ask you, why the hell were you talking so much about Polaris when you don't see it?
You can't see it.
The same way I don't see it.
Has he ever left Australia?
I don't. Is he allowed? I don't think so.
He's on a list.
Just keep him out of LA. That's all I care about.
Nah.
As long as he doesn't come to Los Angeles, that's fine with me.
And did you guys hear him talking about how he thinks dinosaurs were giant people? Did you?
Oh my God!
my God!
I almost sent a super chat, but I didn't know if he was going to do it. But let me tell you, if you ask Iron Horse what the moon is, and he's already a couple of beers in, he will tell you that the moon was dug out of the Grand Canyon by giants, inflated with helium, and put there by the giants.
Stop it.
Come on.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Iron Horse is a troll. He doesn't believe this stuff.
Yeah, no, he's just
disingenuous. He can't believe that. Right.
He used to be more of a thing before when there were flat earthers, but now his channel is among one of the most dead flat earth channels there is. Because even other flat earthers, they don't like him.
Why?
I've never seen him.
I don't know.
Well, it's not that the one woman who was on here, it sounded like she had a vendetta against Iron Horse that was like more than anything I've ever heard.
Oh, Brenda, yeah.
Yeah, what do you know what that's about? Why she's thinking that way? Because it's like she thinks Iron Horse is abusive or something. I don't know if I'd.
No, he is a fan of the Mustache Man.
Oh.
Yeah. What does he say here that happened during your intro, which I made notes to address every single one of your points? Oh, did you lose them? Did the dog eat them in the debate? Because you didn't address a single one of the points. You tried, and Will was gracious enough to not just eat your liver over this. You said that if you look at the rotation clockwise of the stars around Polaris, and then you turn around and you look the other way, that's not how rotation works. Because in the south, they rotate, and you should know this because you can see the South Celestial Pole. They rotate the other way, which is impossible on a flat Earth. And it's not because grab a handle clock and where can you stand so that clock moves
counterclockwise? Yeah, he just
No.
Oh my God, he has been to LA. He just put in the chat. He was 16 years as an exchange student in Northern California. Wow.
Exchange? No. No.
That's what he put.
No one would lose in that exchange. No freaking way. No.
Iron Horse, stop dropping chats and join the call. What are you doing?
Like, seriously, no one kicked you.
What?
I've never had. Has Iron Horse been in the Earth Awakenings Discord? I don't know if I've ever seen him in there.
Oh, he can't upload video. Oh, it's a conspiracy. People are asking you if you use GPS. Earthly Skeptic, welcome.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry I didn't watch the debate. I didn't know about it until I saw the after show, but I'm just here to enjoy the discussion.
Oh, no problem. Who done it says you don't get to pick who you get when you sign to receive an exchange student. I'd hate to be that family.
Can you imagine?
I don't
Was
know.
he a flat earther back then?
Okay, wait. Seriously, on the debate, he said he was not a flat earther for a long time, and then he became a flat earther. So I would just love to know more of the history of Iron Horse's ideology shift, because something happened.
What was it that pushed him over the edge?
Like,
how many kangaroos have to kick you in the head in order for you to become a flat earther? That would be a great question.
How fast was the car traveling?
How many wombats have to bite him?
Did a globe Earth hurt you?
I'm
sorry.
When you were hounding on that little exchange you had about the science and how flat earthers don't really do anything, a lot of the flat earthers were like crashing, like that's irrelevant, and all sorts of copes.
So
like, ad populum and so on.
Was I being mean during that? Should I have chilled out about that?
No, I think it's a fair.
No, it was,
Okay.
And his scope, like his deflection, is like, oh yeah, well, you just improve on things that are already there. But it's like, number one, that's false. And number two, it's like, okay, why is it that you guys don't do anything? Even
I don't care if you want to say I just improve. You don't improve stuff. We improve stuff. You don't improve stuff. So the point still stands. You guys suck at science. So
oh my god! Now he says Discord has booted him too. Everyone boots this guy.
Everyone boots him. Gee, I wonder why.
He's back.
He's back. Roger that says, Maxor, I love you, bro. Good to see you. Been a member for 6 months. That is halfway around the sun. That is amazing.
Yep, halfway. Yeah, do flat earthers celebrate New Year's? I always wondered that.
What is a New Year? Well, I guess.
What is a New Year?
What is a New Year for a flat earther? What does it signify?
Oh, there it's working.
Oh my God, you're not pink.
He's not pink. Yeah. What was that exchange family you stayed?
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Put the pink back on. Come on.
You do look better with the pink.
Okay, so do you have an actual serious question? Or
yes. Why did you talk so much about Polaris when you can't see it?
Why wouldn't I? We know that Polaris is the magnetic northern center of our stationary planet Earth. It just so happens
that the equator. How do you know that?
It just happens that the equator is the equidistant point away from it.
You don't
vanishes
know
into
that.
the convergence point. So anybody further south. Yeah, dude. As I said,
I know.
I spent my entire 16th year in the United States as an exchange student, and I saw Polaris plenty of times for myself. I've seen plenty of time-lapse videos of it. I've seen plenty of star charts.
Never seen Polaris.
I have seen Polaris.
Were you a Glober when you were doing that? Were you a Glober when you were doing that, Iron Horse?
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't really become a full-on flat earther till about 10 years ago.
Okay, please tell me what happened. Please tell me what happened that made you a flat earther. Please.
Was it Eric Dubé?
I set out to prove the globe. This will be easy. Everybody knows it's a globe.
Let me hear this.
I can prove this. I can prove this really easily.
What'd you do?
And so I set out to do it. I went and made observations. I went outside my front door where I was living at the time, and the house faced due south, and it was a really good high vantage point with no obstructions in the way. Yeah. And there's the Southern Cross. And there's the Southern Cross. And there's the Southern Cross all year round, just on sunset. Now, if we're going around the sun to present nighttime, the Southern Cross should be drifting around the horizon at the very least. But it doesn't even do that. It's in exactly the same place every night, year after year, or day after day, year after year.
Except none of that is true.
No way.
Except none of that is true. The Drunk Debunk Show been a member for 4 months. You're all beautiful people. Thank you so much.
It's 100% true because it's my observations. And
no,
as I understand, if we look on a spinning space ball, nighttime is meant to be looking away from the sun. which would mean that the entire galaxy is heliocentric. All the stars are going around with us at the same
What the
time.
hell?
As I said in my opening statement, at the exact same rate and angle unique to each and every star to keep up the exact same appearances to us throughout the year. No parallax change in any constellation whatsoever.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I brought this up
Liar.
earlier. It was part of the
You're just lying now. What do you mean? Like, we had an astronomer here that can literally measure parallax himself.
No, but they don't
What are
understand.
you
Constellations remain identical throughout the year.
No, they
You
don't.
should have written
Identical.
it down and had it peer reviewed, Iron Horse, because maybe you made a mistake. Maybe
No,
when
but
you
this is-
thought
I didn't make
those
any
thoughts,
mistake.
maybe you were wrong.
Now, this is something that's been observed for thousands of years. There's never been any parallax in the constellations. That's what they're called, constant and faithful, the 12 constant disciples of the Son of God. You know, your whole thing is one big religion and you don't even know it.
So write down your idea, put it somewhere where people know about astronomy and ask them why they believe this thing, if this is true, and you can figure out why whatever your observation was is the way it is, and you would actually find an answer instead of just saying, oh, I'm right. I must be right about this observation. Therefore, 99.9% of all scientists are all wrong because I'm right. Do you see the vanity in your observation?
I have to appeal to authority to assert what I see.
It's called peer review because you could be wrong, Iron Horse. You could be wrong. Do you ever think that for a second that you could be wrong about something?
Your eyes are not.
But I know I'm not.
Your eyes
well,
are
then
not
you can't be if you're not, can you?
Your eyes are not
the constant constellations haven't changed in thousands of years. That's why we have the zodiac. It's called.
That's a great point, Max. If your eyes do not tell you exactly where things are,
and each and every one of these stars are allegedly
number one. No, Iron Horse.
As we go around the sun, they just go with it to say,
no. Shut the fuck up for a second. The problem is that you have no measurements. Just looking at them, they seem to be in the same place. That is not enough. And because number one, your eyes have they're not measuring tools, and you can't really make the precise measurements you need to determine if the stars have moved just with the naked eye. So you're wrong.
Well, I have a question for him, Max. If you can unmute him, Iron Horse. Is what you're saying that because of the speed and the distance that we're moving, that the stars should be like moving around all the time because how we're moving through the universe?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're saying?
It's not how we're moving through the universe ourselves, because it's the sun that's actually moving through the galaxy, but we are going around the sun. And we, according to heliocentrism, by going around the sun, we only carry a handful of stars with us. The rest of the galaxy is supposed to remain fixed in relation to the sun moving as a singular body, which would change the parallax of each and every constellation throughout the year, virtually every night.
No,
and
you said this already.
Everything stays
You're
exactly
wrong.
as
You're
it
just
is.
lying.
Iron Horse,
how
much
it's
should it?
100% true.
Iron Horse, how much should it change the parallax according to your calculations? How much should it change? Because you say it should change. So how much should it change? And how did you compare that to your observation? Or did you not make any calculations and you just assumed all that stuff was right? And you assumed you could tell with your eyes. You assumed you could tell with your naked eyes. Or did you make any calculations?
Are you finished the question now? It's a run-on question here now. Is that every single one of these stars of every single constellation is, as I said, supposed to be hundreds, if not thousands, of light years apart from one another. So even if we make a small adjustment as we go around the sun, unless they are also going around the sun with us, then the parallax is going to significantly change as we go on our personal little journey in the background of these things that are hundreds of thousands of light years apart from one another.
By how much?
He doesn't know. He's just talking
about each and every one's going to be.
Eric Burns.
No.
Eric Burns says stars change so much that we update stellar positions every 50 years. We are currently on the J2000 coordinate system.
Exactly.
And I was just going to
And none of
say,
that reflects how it would appear if we were going around the sun, where every night was looking in a degree difference with a different background of stars every single time. It would
No,
change
you're wrong.
so
Iron Horse,
dramatically.
it does. It does.
I'm not
I-
wrong.
If you run
Yes.
the calculations one time, Iron Horse, you would understand why this entire argument makes no sense. Just run the
Yes.
calculations one time.
But you have to do it
And
one
you'd be
time
like,
tonight,
oh,
one time tomorrow
that's
night,
it.
one time for the 365 nights of the year, every time we're facing a different direction away from the sun.
We are not.
And there would be parallax change.
What
between
different
them
direction?
Because they are so far away.
What is parallax?
What is parallax?
Yes.
You mean
Yeah,
I have
do
to
you know?
explain basic terms to you?
I don't think you know what it is.
Yes.
Iron
Okay,
Horse.
hold
You
your
don't
finger
know.
in
You're
front of
just
you.
using
Hold
a
your
word.
finger in-
Explain parallax to me now. Go.
Hold your finger in front of you and close one eye and then use the other eye, and you'll see the distance will jump a little bit. That's parallax because one eye has a different position from your other eye. So as you move a little bit, the things nearer to you will stay near, but the further things will move a further distance away. That's parallax.
Yeah, so now take the ratio of how much we move throughout the year and compare that length to the distance we are away from those stars you want to see parallax from, and you're going to get a ratio of like 1 to a gajillion. So the parallax is going to be so minor that your naked eye, it's like trying to see a bacteria with your naked eye. That's what you're trying to do.
See, and this is the thing you have to conjure up, don't you? You have to conjure up that they're so far away, but they're so far away from each other.
No,
even more
it's
than
just
some are from
math.
us.
It's
They're
just
so
math,
far away
and you
from
don't
one
like
another, and
math.
that's going to change.
He said he didn't like
You are
math.
allergic to math. If you just did a little
That
math,
has nothing to
all
do
of this
with it.
would have
It's
been it.
perspective. I keep telling you.
This is the wall. This is the wall I was talking about right now. Right now is the wall. I can't
I'm
keep
sorry,
going.
Iron Horse,
Hold on.
but rather than you in your fancy new haircut and trim beard, I would rather get the information from the person with an astronomy master's degree. I'm just saying.
I have a question for you, Iron Horse. So if you think we're living on a flat, planar surface that doesn't move, right? And that the sun and the moon are rotating above
base
us,
of the universe.
and the moon rotates above us with the sun. Is that what you think?
More.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, the moon's the day,
so
50 minutes a day.
so if the moon was rotating above us, why is it that no matter where you are on your plane, you only could see one side of the moon ever? Why wouldn't somebody on the other side be able to see
good point.
one side of the moon and somebody on the other side of the moon, so you have to see the other side? Explain that.
Okay, it's pretty straightforward. So imagine, this is just another thought experiment to imagine a floating buoy in the ocean, and you're a deep sea fish, and you're say you're like a kilometer deep, and all you can look up is see this pale blue surface of the ocean where the sun comes through, but you can see just this floating buoy. All you're ever going to see is the bottom side of this floating buoy. No matter which side you look at it from, it's going to be the same amount of buoy that you can see, and then if you go to the other side, it'll still be exactly the same amount, but it'll just appear inverted. So pretty much all you're ever seeing is the bottom side, and that's what we're seeing of the moon. And as I tried to explain before too, is it's only the part of the moon which is lit by the solar radiant energy, which projects that part into the atmospheric firmament B, which is only 12 to 14 miles high, which creates the holographic plasma
I love that he starts with a serious thing.
Viewer.
I love that he starts with a serious thing, and then all of a sudden you're projecting into the atmosphere, stellar firmament, whatever nonsense. At what point did we go from reality to that fairy tale? Because I missed it. I logged out. I timed out for a second, and then when we were coming back, we were full in imagination land.
Because this is the way the nature of light works. Once you understand the nature of light, virtually
you don't understand the nature of light.
Virtually zero light appears.
That's light travel. That's light
a high altitude pilot flies a plane.
That's light travel. That's a question. That's light travel. That's light travel. No, you know nothing
Why
about
would you
light
mute me while I'm in the middle of?
because
Why would you
you
mute
don't
me
get
while I'm
to
in the
do
middle of
whatever the
answering?
hell you want here.
I was answering your question,
No, the
and you
question
just
is, does
muted me
light
in the middle of
travel?
answering you.
The question is, does light travel?
If you don't understand the nature of light, you won't understand the answer.
Answer the fucking question. Does light travel? It's not that hard.
No, light does not travel.
Okay, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
No, you are wrong.
I still don't understand the moon response he gave me. I don't understand that moon response.
So
Well, I'm
You
trying
are
to
wrong.
explain
What
it
is
to him
that?
because
Why?
if you don't understand,
Why is that light traveling inside of a medium? Why did you say light doesn't travel? And we have recordings of light traveling at 6 trillion FPS.
Oh, that is pretty cool. That was so cool.
So light travels, right?
the light is not traveling. The light is not traveling.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did I not? You're supposed to pay attention. Okay, are you ready?
Well, stop muting me for a start.
Are you? You don't need to. You don't need to not be unmuted to watch. You need to shut your pie hole and watch. Why is the
Well, it's
light
hard to
moving
answer a
from
question
here?
when I'm muted.
Why is the light moving from here to? Why is the light traveling?
It's not.
Why is the light?
It's not
I'm
traveling.
sorry. Excuse me. The definition of traveling is changing distance over time. So this starts here at time x, and then this ends here at another time, x plus t. So that is the definition of traveling. So why is the light traveling?
The light is not traveling, Max.
All right. No. The light, I'm sorry, but light starts here.
No. A different part
shut your
of
fucking
the
mouth. Start here at time equals 0, and then moves this distance until time equal t plus t, x plus t at a different time. So we have the definition of traveling, moving a distance over time. So this light is traveling. Why is light traveling?
You're a dumb, deluded motherfucker who keeps muting me every time I try to answer you, and it's
bye.
I can't feel my face. I'm sorry.
I really wanted an answer to my moon question.
I'm so sorry.
Actually, I have two questions for him, but
I stopped the buck at denial because I mean, who in their right mind would say that that light is not traveling? It starts here, time passes, and it's now no longer where it was. It's in another position. That is the definition of travel. Sorry.
Well, if you're listening, Iron Horse, I went ahead and did the calculations on the parallax for the Southern Cross. So apparently those stars are about 100 light years away. And the distance we travel in 1 year is about 0.00000 light years.
Oh, boy.
So the parallax comes out to be about 0.03 arc seconds, which I would say is probably similar to trying to observe a bacteria, right? That's like,
Right.
Well,
it's probably about that small.
These changes don't conform to our lifetime, but the flat earthers can't understand that. You know, just like the North Star wasn't
No,
always the North Star.
the parallax happens every year. You'd be able to see that every year.
Mike from the Drunk Monk Show says, I want Max to homeschool my children.
Send them to Australia, Drunk the Monk.
Oh, can I add something?
Yes, go ahead.
So he was saying that Southern Cross is in the same position every evening. That's impossible. I just looked up Stellarium for like Melbourne. I know where he's located. And it moves around. It moves around in a clockwise direction around the southern celestial pole. And
That's right.
you get that, right? And the other thing about stars is if you observe the same star every day for a whole year, like if you observe Orion, you'll notice the culmination time moves backward by about 4 minutes every day. So every day the star reaches the highest point 4 minutes early. And if you add up those 4 minutes, it's actually 3 minutes and 56 seconds. If you add them up over a year, you get exactly 1 day. And that can only happen if the planet is going around the sun with a daily rotation and a yearly revolution. It's a really good way to check out heliocentrism. Anyways,
That's too complicated for him.
He's
I
still
know.
baffled by that little video. Did it travel at the speed of light? Yes, at the speed of light inside the water with some salt and being recorded at 6 trillion FPS. So yeah, it is at the speed of light. It's just that we developed very fast cameras. So now that we can actually debunk people that say idiotic stuff like the light on Earth comes from the atmosphere lighting itself up, like some kind of a neon tube. You say some of the dumbest shit out there, Iron Horse. It's amazing. Tomorrow we have Matthew Hakim, which is another high contender of talking without really saying anything.
Talking through his ass.
Yes. Tomorrow is Matthew Hakim versus T-Jump, and the topic is the moon landings.
Oh gosh. I mean, T-Jump is so good. They could not have like pitted him against a better debater.
The only thing which traveled was that which caused the light to appear, not light itself traveling. This is wrong.
Shut up.
We saw it. You see the light clearly traveling from one point to the next. You complete dumbass. You
So he
are
says-
a lunatic.
He says he wants to rely on his eyes, except the time he does not like to rely on his eyes, right?
Yeah.
It's always they
Yeah.
ask you, give me evidence of globe Earth.
Yeah.
And you give them the evidence, not that one, give me the other one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
Iron Horse,
standard.
if you really believe in what you're saying, how about instead of just saying something that you know we're gonna obviously disagree with, say the reason you think that. So it's like if the medium is moving, don't just say the medium is moving. Say why you think the medium is moving. Give any reason at all. Don't just say the thing you know we're all gonna be like, stop. And just
Or
say
how
something.
can you have a medium move through water and come out the other end?
Well, it's
There's so
obviously
many
the
questions.
ether, Max. The ether
That is true. Yes,
can go through
etherically
all
displaced.
goes through all matter and energy. It's in
Oh,
all of us.
that when you say stuff like that, that makes me miss my spirit animal, Austin Whitsitt. I hope that he comes back to doing content soon because
Well,
I
we're-
miss him so dearly.
If we're going back to flat Earth debates on modern day debate, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, he's banned from MDD.
Why?
What's
Yes, yes.
Why?
He was invited to DebateCon 6. He was about to debate FTFE. He was arranging to debate FTFE. And then we don't know what happened, but he got himself uninvited from DebateCon and banned from MDD forever.
Wow. Did
Yeah.
he do something nasty?
Yeah.
Did he do something nasty?
Do you know what he did? You don't know?
No, we have suspicions of having to do with his ex-wife kind of a thing. That's the suspicion that we have, but nothing concrete.
So it was a personal thing that happened.
Yes, yeah, but he had some problems, some domestic problems with his former partner.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What animal is witless? No, he's my spirit animal, but he's not in the shape of an animal. He's in the shape of himself. If that makes any kind of sense. I don't know. It's a weird concept.
Whitsitt is my spirit animal in his human form. He's my
in
spirit
his human form, yes. In
Yeah.
his spitting form.
Yeah.
That's when if he sees you out of line.
Well, he's my spirit animal in his sunburned form because that's how he was when I debated him. He was
The
sunburned.
medium.
I was just going to say that.
I love that he's still crashing out, trying to explain how, like, he's digging himself a hole just concede that you are wrong. Light travels because right now he's saying the medium isn't moving, the wave is waving through it. But dumbass, I was showing you inside of a bottle with liquid. The only medium inside was the liquid.
But he's now saying the wave is waving through it. That sounds like he's saying it is traveling. If it's waving through something, then it's traveling.
But he's back. He's back.
Traveling. So light travels, correct?
Max, I uploaded a
cool.
little image. I don't know if you can see it.
No, so light itself doesn't travel. That's the whole point of it. Is it's not the light itself traveling.
Explain anything you're saying instead of just saying that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to.
There's 2 pages to it.
Me speak.
There you go. There you go.
Second. It's the energy itself passing through the medium that momentarily excites it, that creates the appearance of light, that makes it look as though light itself is traveling, but it's actually the wave, not the light itself. And I can give you a really good comparison for how this works. If you go to a packed stadium,
wave is the light.
Yeah,
the wave is the light.
Stadium, right? And there's a whole packed stadium full of people, and there's a thing called
you don't get to shush me in my own house. The wave is the light, evidenced by the effect that you can crash waves of light and produce darkness.
It sounds like it also just sounds like you're reinventing the ether.
I'm not going to let you ramble on for 5 minutes every time we ask you a thing.
But I also want to hear Iron Horse's response to my calculations. I did the calculations for you about the parallax for the Southern Cross Iron Horse, and it was like 0.03 arc seconds. Do you know how small of a change in perspective that is over a year? Do you know how small that is? Arc seconds?
Okay, so I wasn't rambling on, and I'm sick of being muted when I'm trying to answer a simple question. If you think of the Mexican wave in a packed studio, the people momentarily jump up in the air and it creates the illusion of a wave passing through the stadium, even though the people themselves don't move. That's the way light works. It's momentarily excitation of the particles which are already there, which create the illusion of light, and they happen so fast that we don't notice.
What particles? What particles?
The atmospheric particles that illuminate due to the fluorescence or the electromagnetic radiation.
You can create light in a vacuum chamber. That doesn't work.
That's right, because there's no particles in the vacuum chamber. We're talking about the atmosphere.
But how does light get to your eye?
How does it get to your eye?
Yeah, you see it.
That's
right?
a bit of the that's a bit of the double split experiment itself. But I'm just talking about how we perceive how light moves itself in the first place. You can't jump to the second question without answering the first.
No. You can't invoke the double slit experiment and say that light doesn't travel. Are you a moron? Like, what are you talking about? If you invoke the double slit experiment, you accept that light travels because it's a prerequisite. No, you can't just invent whatever the fuck you want.
He's just saying light is he's just saying it's the ether. Light doesn't move. It's the field that gets excited rather than, it's just making the ether. The light doesn't move. It's not its own thing. It's a field that has excitation within the field, but the light itself isn't actually moving is what he's saying.
How do you get a sunburn then?
Thank you. Somebody got it.
How do you get a sunburn then? How does that work?
Because the sun is always ejecting out solar radiant energy, and that includes every frequency of the spectrum of sunlight that you can imagine.
So
and
it's
some
traveling.
of them ionize the atmosphere. Well, it's the appearance of traveling, yes, but it's not actually traveling itself. It's the medium that gives it the appearance of traveling as it hits one part after another.
Do you see that? Do you see the light? Do you see the flashlight from my phone traveling to my camera? SpaghettiOs, not traveling anymore. But
you're so clever, Max. How can I compete against such an intellect like you? Wow.
So what's wrong?
All right.
So
maybe I should have thanked you for booting me. That's all
The
you-
Michaels and Morley experiment disproved the ether, though, Iron Horse. You know that's
Yeah.
not science anymore. The
Yeah.
ether is not real.
So
Light
it's
is
said.
not an excitation of a field. Light is a thing that moves in space.
So it's said, but what they were really trying to do was detect motion of the Earth itself, and they couldn't find any. So I don't know really.
No,
if
they
it's
were.
anything to do with
No,
the
they
age
were.
of it.
Oh man, it's starting to sound like Witsit. It's starting to
Oh
sound like
boy!
Witsit gets it.
Oh boy! When the problem, Iron
Well,
Horse,
thank
is
you. That's a
when you
compliment.
come,
He's a very
when you
intelligent
come
person.
here,
You like
when you
Witsit?
come here and you lie, the problem is that you get exposed, my good sir. Are you
Oh my
telling
God.
me? Are you telling? This is the Michelson-Morley
Oh my
experiment,
God.
American Journal of Science. The discovery of the aberration of light was soon followed by the explanation according to the emission theory. So we're done with this idea that the Earth doesn't move, right? The first sentence of the paper that you cited, motherfucking moron, debunks your stupid idea that the Earth doesn't move. You idiot. You complete fucking retard.
Oh, so if it's written in black and white, it must be true. I'd love a
No,
good appeal to
motherfucker,
authority.
because it debunks your position, you lying scumbag.
Oh, of course. Yep. I read it on the
trying-
newspaper, so it must be true.
Iron Horse, you just said this was trying to detect the motion of the Earth, and the article you just said was doing that is saying it's not doing that. So what you said was not true, and whether you are aware it's not true or not is depending on if you're a liar. So are you aware that what
Well,
you said
it's
was not
pretty
true
curious
or not?
then that it's pretty curious that Einstein would then come along, some many decades later and say that there is no visual observation or visual experiment that can prove the motion of the Earth, and yet this is a visual experiment. And
Okay, do you
he
think Einstein is a flat
adamantly
earther?
declares that there is no experiment that proves motion of the Earth itself, and that's how he had to invent the whole theory.
Again, you're
Hey,
going to
Iron Horse,
lie
you know-
again. You're going to lie again. Don't you understand that I will?
No, this is 100% truth.
I
Max.
will actually get the quote and embarrass you again.
Do you think Einstein is a flat
Go
earther,
ahead.
Iron Horse? Do you think Einstein is a flat earther?
No,
Iron Horse?
of course not. No.
So
His
why are you
entire
saying
goal was to
what
try and
you
prove the
said?
spinning space ball. His entire
And-
point was to prove the spinning space ball.
And why
But
are
he
you
admitted
even-
that there is no optical experiment that can prove the Earth is in motion.
Why are you
even
citing
though it is
Einstein
in
right now?
motion.
Why are you citing Einstein right now, Iron Horse? What are you
Because,
citing him? He's
because
irrelevant to
he's
I
them.
could cite.
This is called appeal to authority.
Scientists who've said similar things.
Yes, all of those
I
would
think-
be appeal to authority.
But he's your
Iron Horse.
authority. He's your
I
authority.
don't. Not
mine.
I'm not listening to appeal to authority fallacies, Iron Horse. Those are all fallacies. I'm talking about the article you said X, and you said it didn't say X. So either that
Here
was
it
a
is.
lie or you were
Here it is. Max is
mistaken.
about to-
Yeah,
Max is
I mean,
about to show us
he
exactly what he said.
got caught on the first one, and now he's going to be caught again. Of course, since I then have come to believe that the motion of the Earth cannot be detected by any optical experiment, but they conveniently forget that has a comma, and it goes on to say, though the Earth is moving around the sun. And
that's
key
exactly what
problem,
Hitchens
the key
raised.
problem with this, I wasn't done. The key problem with this is, number one, he says optical experiment, and he's also constrained towards things on the Earth. But when Einstein said this, we still haven't developed satellites and hadn't developed space travel. Two things that we can now actually do. So.
We lost
Sorry.
Yeah,
that.
when he said optical experiment, Einstein probably had a very narrow technical view of.
Yeah,
when
he
you
didn't
take-
even know lasers, for example.
So when you quote mind people, you don't know the context in their brain when they said that. If you look at their broader field of work, you understand that they did realize the Earth. I mean,
We lost
Einstein,
Will.
of course, realized the Earth moves, right? So watching a star around a whole year, every night of the year, is an optical experiment. Stellar aberration. The first sentence of that paper that Max showed is an optical experiment. Those all show that the Earth moves, and Einstein was probably not thinking of that when he made the statement.
Mhm.
And if you really think that Einstein is right every time, Einstein is so right that the statement of his must be right, then you must accept all the other results of Einstein, which you don't. you conveniently leave those out. Correct?
That's right.
Oh, I think we lost Will.
Yeah, we did. We lost Will. I don't know where he is.
Yes. Hopefully he'll be back.
Hey, Iron Horse, I actually have a question for you. Can I share something, Max, can I send you something to show on the screen?
You can share it on your screen, no problem.
Okay,
I can't hear
let
Max.
me just send it to you. It might be easier if I just put it on the comment. It's just a link to a graph.
But we've lost Max's volume.
No, I'm here. Check.
Max. No, we can't hear you, Max.
I'm here.
We lost him.
That's weird.
No.
Check.
I can see you're trying to talk, but it doesn't. There's no sound coming through.
I can hear Max.
You can? I can't hear.
Yeah. Max, say something again.
Yes. Can you hear? Okay. Huh. Okay. Do you want to share this so you can control it?
I don't hear anything.
No. That's okay. You can do it.
Okay.
And I don't know if Iron Horse is here.
No, I think
lost him. Let's just show it anyway. So for flat earthers who say that my eyes are everything and I just rely on my eyes and nothing else, this is a good graph to show.
1 second, I'm opening it.
Sure.
Copy. There we go. Damn, like what a guy just to just lie. Oh, we lost Robert also.
Oh, it's just me and you?
Yeah.
And the audience.
Oh, okay. I got it here. Perfect. Okay.
All right. So one of these is a straight line. One of these is a circle. Nobody can tell which is which without zooming out. Right? And when flat earthers say, I can just see the earth and it's flat, it's observed flat and all of that, they don't realize that they're looking at the earth on this scale. Now, if you zoom out, can you just use your mouse and zoom out on the graph? Keep zooming out. You'll realize one of them is a circle. Keep going.
Oh, there you start seeing the
Keep
red
going
one.
Even more. Yeah, the red one's a circle, the green one's a
down.
line. Exactly. And we were looking at it at the scale at which we're looking at the earth as a human. Now you clearly see the red one is a circle.
Yeah, Jaren has one or something like this, and he keeps zooming in, and then you start seeing, for example, the Burj Khalifa, and then you see like an oil tanker, and then you keep zooming, and then you see like a little person that is like minuscule compared to the size of the rest. But that's wild. And Iron Horse just coming on here to lie like that, just flat out lie. Iron Horse, come on, that's bullshit, and you know it. I mean, I don't know if they are not aware of all of these. They're somewhat recent. The basically the videos where
so now you lost Max again.
They have these ultra high cameras where they can actually record the path of the light. I think they're just not aware.
Will, can you hear Max?
We have come to those points,
yes.
Right?
Huh. I can't hear Max.
I keep losing him.
Yeah, my internet cut out for a while.
That's weird.
I can hear Max fine.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, that's what's so weird. I hear him and then he just disappears. I don't know what happens to mine.
Max, can you hear us, Max?
I can hear everyone.
Okay.
Could it be the StreamYard? Because I'm hearing everybody through StreamYard, not through YouTube.
Yeah, I'm only doing it through StreamYard.
I guess that's why. Maybe that's why it's been crashing. So I guess we can do final thoughts and we'll be on our way for today because we have another debate tomorrow. Woo! So
perhaps the sound was not traveling.
Ooh.
Yeah. It just manifests. All right, let's start with you, Earthly. Final thoughts.
Oh, I did not watch the debate. I'm sorry, but then you asked me, right?
Yep.
But it was fun interacting, and Will, I really enjoyed watching your first debate my first debate of yours with Witsit, and glad to be able to talk to you, and good luck with future debates. And it was also fun to see Einhorst lying through his ass every single time for like 1,000 times. So it was
Every
great to be
time.
on.
Every time. Thank you so much. Robert.
Oh, I don't think he can hear you.
He can't hear me.
No.
Uh,
Robert, you hear me?
Yeah,
He
I
said-
hear you. I'm gonna go out and come back again because I can't hear
all
Max.
right.
Okay.
Binge Thinker for $49.99. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Will, it's a pleasure to have you back here in our stage. We are a fan of yours in the team here of the channel. We always enjoy your debates. And hopefully we can have you more. If you do more debates, we can have you for the after shows and so on. But thank you. You did great today. Final thoughts.
Yeah, so I'm happy to be a part of this. I think it's interesting. We're going to be maybe getting more flat Earth debates coming up. That's going to be an interesting thing to watch. But yeah, Iron Horse, I'll say probably the worst thing about your debating and your ideology is that you seem to be averting any form of mathematics in all of it. And that is the key to all of your misunderstandings, is that you are not willing to entertain the potential of looking at the equations and running some numbers. And if you are not willing to do that, then of course you're going to become a flat earther. That's the natural conclusion of that kind of thinking. If you actually ran some numbers and did some actual demonstrations on math, I would think I would respect your ideas a little bit more. But you just don't. You seem like you're in bad faith now because of that. So, sorry.
Yeah.
But I love Yerba, mate, and I'm definitely gonna come back when I got more debates coming.
Yerba mate.
Yerba mate.
Oh.
Yerba mate. Is that right?
Yes. Perfect.
Yerba mate.
Yerba mate.
Yerba.
Yerba, more like an SH.
Yerba mate.
Mate. Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Nice. Love that.
Thank you so much.
It's a drink. It's actually a drink.
Yeah, it's almost like a tea. I don't have it here. Hold on, I'll bring it.
No, they're good. I like the.
What's it taste like? What is it?
It's like a tea. It's good. They sell them in like Whole Foods. I don't know what part of the country you're in, but they sell them. Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
And you just keep pouring water into it and keep drinking it.
Right. Yeah, it's like this good.
What the hell is that?
This is a gourd with it has a leather lining, and we put this is the yerba, the drink itself. It's kind of like ground tea, and you serve it like this, and then you pour it and you drink, and you pour it and you drink, and you pour it and you drink.
Whoa, that's pretty neat.
They also sell it in cans, pre-made.
Yes, that one is more like a speed, like a Red Bull kind of an energy drink.
Does it have a kick?
Yes, it does. Yeah, kicks like a fucking truck.
Wow. Know that.
Yeah.
I gotta try it.
I should check it out.
Yes, we. If you go to Amazon, you can get everything from the gourd to the straw to drink, the thermos, and the packets of weed to actually put inside. Yeah, it's all available on Amazon.
Cool.
It's pretty neat. I would suggest everyone tries it, especially if you like tea and coffee. It's very bitter. It has that sort of earthy, kind of greenish taste. I love it. I couldn't live without mate.
I'm gonna order a whole pack of them tonight.
All right. Yes, it's weed, but it's a weed. Yes, not the weed, not the ganja.
Different.
Yeah. It's contrary to what it looks like. It's not a giant bong. Come on.
It's not the cocoa leaf. Yeah, no.
All right. I thought this was a fantastic debate. It's always a pleasure to hear Will. Iron Horse, a disgrace. I don't think you should ever be led to debate. You have no fucking clue what you're doing. But it's always funny that he thinks that he won the debate in his head. That he's throwing a party, and then he came on and handled all of us all together, because apparently that's what you need to be a flat earther: brain damage. Tomorrow, it's Matthew Hakim versus T Jump. I am 99% sure that T Jump is going to rage quit, so we might get that tomorrow, and we'll of course be doing our after show. Anything else anyone would like to say before we go, or we're set?
I thought it was a great debate. I thought Will did a phenomenal job, and as usual, Iron Horse is just an idiot.
Indeed. All right,
Love
people.
all you guys.
With that, before we go, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, just the corner of your street, and just subscribe to Yerba Mate Talks. And that way we can share the love for the channel. Who Done It says, donated $10 donated to the channel. If T Jump doesn't rage quit, I will take that bet. Yes, thank you. All right, with that, we'll catch you tomorrow. Take care. Thank you so much.
Buenas noches.
See you. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Adios.